Hi, I'm Jennifer Donahue, and welcome to my very first vlog. So, I believe as creatives that we can get an enormous satisfaction out of how we look at our process and how we can identify parts of our process fills our cups as creatives. So, for me, sharing on social media, creating content, and that kind of thing is actually something that I really enjoy and something I would like to get more of. So I've started looking at vlogs, looking at, I've always enjoyed art podcasts and that kind of thing. So I'm sharing my process here. I'm in this video, I'm chatting about the 100-day project and for my first solo exhibition and how I kind of created different ideas and different concepts for that. So I hope you enjoy some of the process and let me know in the comments what you reckon. So I do the 100-day project. If you don't know what that's about, so it's a global push. It's a global project to spend 100 days working on a particular kind of creative idea, concept, and that kind of thing. And so the idea is that you spend your 100 days doing it. Now, some people spend 100 consecutive days. Some people have the 100 days, but they miss days here and there. But they kind of try to do 100 days in total overall. And so it's the idea is that there's a community that you can join. You can follow along, see what other people are doing. It gives you a bit of a motivation. It's normally starts in around February and ends in about June approximately every year. So you have something that you can work on, a community that you can join, as I say, and I find it really good. I've done it the last 3 years, and it kind of gives you. If you're like, okay, 100-day block, you know, you have fun. You're thinking up of ideas and that kind of thing, and what you can do, what you can achieve from it, and it really kind of gives you that push to get started to do something. For me, this 100-day project, I decided that I needed to kind of take a step back and just enjoy myself a bit more in terms of with my creativity and stuff. So it's been very busy in my day job. It's been very busy at home. We're doing some home improvements and stuff over kind of like last Christmas gone and kind of January and stuff. And so I have a family and life and everything. So it was just really busy. And what I found myself was that my creativity was like, it absolutely just went down, just went away completely. I just no energy for it. I had no enthusiasm for it. And for me, like creating is always kind of, for the past couple of years anyway, it's been a go-to of mine that I can just go, I can make something, even if I don't want to make anything in particular, I can splash around a bit of paint and just enjoy it. I just couldn't. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even. I wasn't even listening to any of the art podcasts that I loved and I listened to on kind of daily, weekly basis and that I enjoy watching and listening to and stuff. And I just couldn't. So I was like, oh my god, I need something. I was just zapped. So I said, okay, the 100-day project. I am going to do something fun. I'm going to come back and do things that I want to do, not focus on productivity, not focus on creating anything in particular, not focus on, oh God, I have to do this, I have to do that, blah, blah, blah. No, it was just 100 days of just, do what I want to do, just chill out. You know, had some good food, we went on holidays, I played a lot of Pokemon Go, I did walking, I tried to get back doing a bit of exercise, and I just kind of went off that. And I started painting again and started doing stuff again and just tapping around, and then ideas were starting to kind of come to me again, and I was like, ah, this is great. So I had written one poem called You'll Get Your Pink Back. So You'll Get Your Pink Back, it's about the idea that if you go through something, that you can kind of come back to yourself or become yourself. I don't know if I like this idea of, oh, you bounce back, you'll go back to the way you were. It's not about going back to the way you were, it's about being you. So becoming the you that you are now. So it's not about going back to an old you. Not that there's anything wrong with the old you, or that there's anything wrong with, wanting to go back or feel a bit like you did before. There's nothing, that's not, that's not the issue. I think my issue with it is that it's like, well, you've been through this thing. It might be a happy thing. It might be, it's like when I say a thing, I don't mean, you know, something tragic or whatever. It might be just something. It might be just a busy period or whatever. That kind of thing. It's not about something that's bad, but it's about you've been through this, whatever, happy event, sad event, whatever event. And so it's not necessarily about going back to who you were before that event or, series events or whatever. It's about being you and becoming you and taking in all your experiences now that you have and working on those and saying, okay, well, look, I've been through X, Y, Z. It's like about finding yourself, being yourself now and being happy about yourself. And, so where it comes from is that flamingos lose their pigment in their feathers after they've had a baby. Because having a baby is a big life event. It's joyous, it's happy, it's delightful, but it's also really hard. So that you're looking at that, but that you'll get your pink back. It's the end of it is like you'll get it back, your pink, yourself, you matter. So it's about, just knowing, just taking your time, going into it. So I took that poem. I said that really feels relevant to where I'm at right now, and so I took that and I said, okay, I'm gonna use this as a basis. And then my other one was Stardust and Moonlight. So that was a poem that I wrote during the 100-day project. And it's about how we tell our children, we tell our kids that, that they're full of magic, they're full of stardust, they're full of extraordinary things and magic and moonlight and everything, right? And then when, as we're adults, then we kind of forget it. We kind of forget that we are actually literally stardust, that we are all these things, all these wonderful things. And it's hard not to, life can be busy, it can be, you could forget these things, and that's just the way things go. But it's about remembering that even in the ordinary, that there's also extraordinary. So you can see the poster there. That's one of the poems. That's one of the pictures that I did to go with it. So you have this town scene is from a local town here in Ennis. So it's just a local street here in Ennis. And then I did the Milky Way up over it. So it's just like, an ordinary street scene that you see in a town, in any town. And then it's just like, remember everything that's outside of it. So you can have this ordinary beside this extraordinary, and you can remember all that. And so those are the kind of two poems that I focused on, that I said, okay, look, I'm just going to work on these. And you know what? It's so nice. It's so nice. And I hope you just do this for yourself as well, that you just take your time, that you allow yourself time to do the things that you like. It's not about productivity. It's not about, results and being and, getting from A to B. It's about, sounds cliche, it's about the journey. But it's about allowing ourselves freedom to do the things that we want. It's about allowing ourselves the freedom to investigate what we like, investigating maybe things that we liked when we were younger. What kind of things did you like when you were a kid? Did you like climbing trees, or doing a particular sport, or visiting particular places and doing particular things, and to enjoy that? And I think there's a lot to be said for that in our creativity, to allow ourselves to express ourselves more freely, express ourselves. Sometimes you just need to express yourself like you're a kid and just create, not just because you need to create an end result. And that's very easy to say, if your livelihood, if you're a creative and your livelihood is, I need to make something to sell it, but so it's very easy to say, oh, just have fun with it, but I do think that involving that extra bit of play, giving yourself a bit of breathing space, is really important. And I suppose that's what I found in my 100-day project, giving myself space, doing some nice things, slowing it down. And even though everything else was really still really, really busy, you know, I had that mental space, that mental clarity to be like, okay, I'm taking the pressure off myself to create. And so from there, I was able to work on three big canvases that were the biggest canvases that I'd worked on. And so, you know, and I just enjoyed it so much. And I feel like it it brought me back to why I like creating. And so yeah, so that's what I want to share with this You Yourself project, that you know you can do things for yourself. It's not about being productive, it's about being creative. It's about going back to things that you love and taking time out for yourself. And you know, it's worth it. It's all worth it. So it is. And you'd be surprised what can come out of it when you allow yourself that space to be creative, to be yourself. And yeah. So yeah, you yourself. That's where it came from. So I just wanted to share. Um I hope you got some value out of it. If you have any comments, please share. Um, let me know how you kind of come back to yourself, the things that you do to, you know, chill out, to get in touch with yourself. And so, yeah. So, thanks very much, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks. Bye now.